Hello all and welcome to another Caffeine Entertainment video. It's Art here with my reading goals for 2020 and readathons I plan to participate in for 2020. First, my reading wrap-up goals for 2019. That being that I read 80 books last year. Came down to the wire because I didn't keep up with GoodReads all that well, but this year I'm going to try to keep up with GoodReads as best I can. But I did complete my 80 book goal, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. Now, the easy reading goals that I'm going to mention are actually, and I'll try to figure out a way to put pictures of them up. I'm sure there's got to be a way I can do it. Maybe I'll show it on. Let's see if this is going to work or not. Because the first reading goal I'm going to mention is my Kindle reading goal of 75 books. Put it right there in frame. Hopefully you guys can see that. If not, I will see that in editing, and I will put it on my shoulder here. Over my shoulder, somewhere over here. That coincides with my GoodReads goal also of of 75 their books. So why did I shrink it down from 80 to 75? Oh, that's, yeah. Very simply, I shrunk it down because this year I have a life goal that is going to probably get in the way of me getting reading done. And that's going to be a problem. So that's why I got shrunk down by 5 books. Plus less pressure. I like less pressure. There's that as well. You guys can see that GoodReads goal. There are more goals, however, and that is to finish more series and get caught up on more series. That I want to do, and that's why, like, I'm reading the Witcher series now, and I've started the grind through the Lincoln Rhyme series by Jeffrey Deaver now. So that is something I want to do. I want to read more self-empowerment business books. That's a goal that I'm going to have and is going to happen. I also have a goal which I've done so far. Keep your fingers crossed. This year is I want to read for 366 days straight. Remember, this is a leap year, so it's the extra year this year. It's the extra day this year. And I want to read for that many days. I want to read for an entire full year. Hopefully I don't get into a reading slump. And with that in mind, here's a list of readathons I intend to participate in this year. I intend to participate in a couple rounds of About a Book's readathon. I intend to do Booktubeathon or the Reading Rush this year if they do it again, which I think they probably will. That happens in the summertime, though. I intend to do the Sherlockathon, which happens to be taking place in between February and March. I intend to do the Boldly Govember in November, and a couple tome topples, I'm sure, as well. So that's Bout of Books, Sherlockathon, Tome Topple, the Reading Rush, Spookathon if they have it. So that's at least 5 or 6 readathons right there. I also intend to keep up with my Sword and Laser Book Club and my Cozy Mystery Book Club books. And also the Mystery Madness Book Club books, if they so fit my fancy. I am leaving myself an out with those that if I've already read it, I'm not going to go back and reread it. And if I don't feel like reading it, or if it doesn't strike my fancy, I'm not going to read it. So therein lies that. So those are my overarching goals for 2020. What are your overarching goals for 2020? Do you just set a GoodReads goal? Do you set a Kindle goal? Now that the Kindle app on both the iPad and Android have reading goals in and of themselves. According to Kindle, because I marked it as read after the first of the year, The Last Wish was my first Kindle read of the year. I'm going to leave it because why not? I'll just leave it. It doesn't actually count for my GoodReads goal because of the fact that I actually read it last year. I read it in December last month. The middle of the month is when I finished it. But because I accidentally didn't mark it on my Kindle, it's marked off on my Kindle. So it gives me a bonus up with that one. And that one may actually be the hardest to complete because that doesn't count audiobooks. That counts only Kindle books, I believe. So that'll be the hardest in itself to complete. But what are your goals for 2020? Do you have any goals? Do you set any goals? It's just a way for me to keep track of my reading. So leave that in the comments down below for you guys, and let me know what you guys think on that one. And without further ado, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more, please ding the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload a video. If YouTube is working that day, hopefully it is. Here's looking to a great 2020. Let's have a great year and have some fun and grow the channel. As far as channel growth goes, I'd like to get to 750 to 1,000 subscribers. So we'll see if that happens. But that's just a wish. That is just a want. That is not a necessity. I have no control over that. I just have to keep putting out the content that I put out. But without further ado, everybody, happy reading. Let's have a great 2020. I'll see you soon. And peace.